This thing is kind of being, a little bit shorter on our shifts and making sure that the way we play, which is with more speed. We always said that we want to play with speed, but there are some tweaks that we've made that should allow us to do so, both up front and on the back end. Yeah, and to be named, with my kids who are all here and who understand, the circumstances now, means a lot to myself. So kind of living this experience through their eyes with them all day, every day. And, when they're starstruck, I kind of see that rubbing off on me, and it's been, cool so far.
What type of question are they asking?
They asked me today, where's McDavid? Where's Eichel? I said, there's one rule, you can do whatever you want and get whatever you want signed, but as soon as we get on the plane on the way home, I still better be their favorite player.
The fact that you haven't been to an All-Star game with the Canadiens, is it you need to blame Carey Price? What's the main reason?
Yeah, there's a lot of great players who I was kind of stuck behind who seem to have made it every year. And as much as I wanted to be there at the time, I look back at it now and say, I wouldn't have been able to share this experience with my 4 kids if I had been selected earlier. And that's a cool way of me looking at it. Also says a lot about my organization and kind of the situations that I've been in this year to help me get to this point.
You were chosen by the writers 3rd for Comeback Player of the Year, which I'm not quite sure about, but I'll ask, does it speak to the standard that you set? In that way, is it sort of a compliment?
This is my first time hearing it, so what comes to the top of my mind is, I definitely had 2 rough years in a row, but I don't want to look at this as a comeback year. I think last year I did at times play some great hockey, and there were some unfortunate situations with injuries and whatnot. But I am happy with my year and the way things are going. I have a lot of work still to go, but I don't want to really label that as a comeback.
I didn't vote for you. So.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But I always am hard on myself and always want to be better, and so each and every year, whether I had a good year or a bad year, I want to try and improve on the last. So I guess the more I ramble on about it, the more I understand it a little bit.
I know we've asked you, but maybe what do you attribute, the first half and being so successful to, I guess?
I've been in a great situation. I'm playing with tremendous line mates. Stoney obviously got traded last year. Found great chemistry with him, but how can you not? Everyone he plays with he has great chemistry with. My other line mates as well. Kind of been rotating a little bit, but I've always had success with Stas. The coaching staff's been playing me in a lot of good situations, which has allowed me to be successful. Power play as well. I've been in a spot where I've never been before and trying to pick it up on the fly, and we've had a pretty good power play this year. So as much as I want to say hard work and pin it all on myself, I've had a lot of help from my teammates and my coaches.
Matt, going around the league, obviously you don't see him as much. You play in the West now, but Ovechkin, what he's done this season, even the past couple of weeks, A, do you think he will catch Gretzky? And B, do you have a favorite, maybe not a favorite, but an Ovechkin story that sticks out? Anything about him?
I just think he's the best pure goal scorer ever, and not to take anything away from anyone else, but we have so much pre-scouting, and we know where he's standing the entire game, and he still, finds a way to score every game. He scored so many goals against us, but I think his hat trick, I think his back-to-back years, he started out with 2 hat tricks. And one was a 4-goal game as well, and it just shows when he's in the zone, he just scores at will. He's so big and strong. He changed the game so much, and I think he's kind of inspired a lot of these young guys to be shooters, but also kind of tweak their sticks in a way where now you see so many guys with that big curve with that whippy stick, and he's kind of the first guy that came in and just said, put your head down and blast it, and he's done that for a long time, and he'll keep doing that for a long time.
As coming up in about a month will be the 40th anniversary of the Miracle on Ice. Obviously you weren't around for it, but as an American-born player, any thoughts? How has it impacted you?
Yeah, obviously knowing the story growing up, but what's really cool is now I can watch the movie with my kids and I can teach them about the 1980 Olympics. What's really cool is I always played a tournament in Lake Placid growing up, so I knew all about it. Met Mike Ruzioni a couple times. We actually saw him the other day when we were in Boston. Still remember, just through learning about it, all the players on the team. means a lot to USA Hockey. It definitely helped grow the game, and probably a reason why I'm playing now, even though I wasn't, alive at the time. I think helped build the game to a point where a lot more kids were playing, and maybe that's the reason why a couple kids in my town were playing before me, and then a reason why I picked it up as well.
Would you be in favor, Max, of extending 3-on-3 overtime to 10 minutes?
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It is fun. It is a lot of fun. I know some people said it's definitely tiring, but it is fun. And you see when goalies make these ridiculous saves, and then it goes back and forth. We had one the other night against Montreal. And what's funny is we were talking about it because I think Toronto had one against Winnipeg a night or two before that. And, I mean, that, as a fan, how can you not love that? I mean, that's just unbelievable. Everyone that I saw after the game in Montreal was talking about how fun of a game it was because of that overtime. And so I think it'll help grow the game big time, but I also think it'll be a lot of fun for the players as well.
How would you feel about Vegas hosting an All-Star game?
That would be something else. That would be, there's just endless opportunities. Saw something about the NFL draft of the Bellagio fountains or something. I'm sure they would do something along those lines. And the only problem was hopefully the security guards can follow the players around, give them a curfew or something.
How impressed are you that Shea Weber is back here this year and playing, the way he was playing a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
He's just a physical specimen. He year after year, I mean, it's not just his slap shot, the way he plays the game, gets up and down the ice. He's also adjusted his game, I think, to the speed and joining the rush and being more offensive. So it's no surprise on my end, maybe for other people.
What do you make of what?
Second season.
Sorry,
What's
what do
that?
you make of what Connor
Not at
McDavid?
Who?
Connor McDavid. What do you make of
Oh.
what he's been able to do this season, just considering his injury?
It's it's you can't even really put words. He's just, you don't get how someone could be that good at the sport. It's like people who don't watch the game often and then watch him play. I've heard people ask, why is he so much better than everyone? Why is he so much faster than everyone? There's no answer. I'm planning on asking him what he did as a kid growing up, and maybe I can teach my kids how to skate like him. But no one's been able to do it this far, and every night you see Edmonton play, you switch to that channel because you just want to watch him.
Hoping to get a look with him in this tournament.
That would be pretty sweet. I'd go to the net, close my eyes, and seems like probably someone that everyone in the world wants to play with.